Good morning. My name is Reen Rose, and I come onto Facebook Live or share this out to YouTube or whatever channel you're watching this on. I come out on every Tuesday to talk about relationships. And, it's interesting because when I talk about relationships, especially marriages that are bumpy, which is normal, too many of us forget that, or we don't believe that's the case because we don't see that around us, but it is normal. And when I talk to people about this, it's amazing how much shame is involved with people struggling through their romantic relationship, especially people who've been in a marriage for a long time. And it's one of those situations that we don't really stop to think about, but shame is a very, very destructive feeling. Like guilt, it's very similar. It is that feeling of having done something wrong. But with guilt, you feel that you have done something wrong. And it's a mechanism that was created for humans to examine what they've done. When you do something and then you feel guilty about it, it's saying to you, I don't think that was the right thing to do. And I think perhaps maybe you shouldn't do that again. You should stop doing that. That's guilt, and it serves a purpose. Shame, on the other hand, is that same feeling, but it's for a feeling of the way you are, what you are inside, something you have no control over. So it's a very deep-seated, destructive feeling. And so many people feel this shame when it comes to subjects like money, marriage, all these things that they feel if they're going wrong, they're defective. There's something wrong with them. And that is not the case whatsoever. But the fact that so many people in relationships that are having tough times feel shame about their situation means that we need to stop and look at that. What can you do to battle the shame? And the antidote for shame is compassion. Compassion comes from two Latin words that mean with and suffer. So compassion is to suffer with someone, to have the feelings, to be able to sympathize, empathize with what they're going through. And when you have that compassion, you can let the shame go. Two ways of getting compassion, because that's a really important thing to know. You can get compassion from yourself. You can be really kind to yourself. Accept who you are. Accept what's happened. Accept that you are the most perfect version of you that there is. That you have not been created as a defective being. You are a good person. Treat yourself well. Self-compassion is a great thing. But I personally find when I'm struggling with something that's as deep-seated as shame about my marriage, it's so much easier and so much more effective to get compassion from another person. But this brings us to kind of a catch-22 situation, because how do you get compassion from another person unless you share with them what you're going through? Here is the reason why we need to open up the conversation about marriages being growth journeys. They are experiences that are there to help you grow into being an even better version of yourself. And they are not easy. Although it may look like everybody has got a great marriage and their husbands are fantastic, their wives are so caring, that's probably not the truth. They are probably ashamed of all of the bad times, so they hide them from you. Marriages are bumpy. They are hard work. They are worth working on in many cases. I really believe that so many people give up when they could still work on them and probably want to work on them, but they feel that there is no way forward. We need to start being more transparent about what it really means to be married so that we go into it with a much more serious viewpoint of what we're doing. It's a big step. And to know that just because your relationship is bumpy, it does not mean that it is defective, that there's something wrong with it. or that it's over. Bumpy is normal in a relationship. And that's really just what I want to share with you today. Now, I'm not suggesting that if you're having any issues with your relationship that you have to jump out there and share it on Facebook or make a YouTube video or put it on your Instagram. You don't have to do any of those things at all. Just find someone, a group of trusted friends, a specific friend. Go to a professional, but find someone to talk to, because that will give you an opportunity to receive compassion from another person, and that's how you battle shame. Remember, you are the perfect version of you. There is nothing wrong with you, regardless of how your relationship it might be feeling at this moment. I hope that you take something from that message, something good, something that helps you. And if you do find that this is useful, you think there are other people that could benefit from it, then please share it. And if you want to find my lives, they are on my page. So please come to this page and like it. I will make sure that I put that out there a bit more. If you're on my personal profile, I will share it there as well. But if you want to catch me live, you need to come on to my actual business page. Thank you so much. I will be back again next Tuesday to share some more of my insights with you. I have posted the link to the article I wrote this week about shame in marriage, or about marriage, and please feel free to go on and read that if you'd like some more information about this. Thank you so much for joining me. I see someone's jumped on right just as I'm about to leave, but please watch the replay. Thank you so much for coming in to have a look at what I have to say, and please let's be more authentic about what real relationships look like. Have a fabulous day, and hopefully I'll see you next week.